Welcome to my channel. Let's know. এই ভিডিওটোত আলোচনা কৰিবলৈ লৈছো Ctet Child Development and Pedagogy Paper 1. ভিডিওটো ভাল লাগিলে লাইক কৰিব, শেয়াৰ কৰিব আৰু বেল আইকন টিপি মোৰ চেনেলটো সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰিবলৈ একেবাৰে নাপাহৰিব। Question number 1. Assessment should be done only in terms of marks. Nohoy. Should be based on objective type written task. Etu nohoy. Should be undertaken as a separate activity. Etu nohoy. Should be a part of the teaching learning process. Etu hoy. The assessment to teaching learning process or at a part hoy. Next, in a constructivist frame, learning is the process of acquisition of knowledge. Nohoy. A change in behavior is a result of experience. Etu nohoy. Active and social in its character. Etu shuddha option hoy. Passive and individualistic. Etu nohoy. Next, when teachers have positive beliefs about students and their abilities, the students become demotivated and stressed. Nohoy. Are not affected in any way. Etu nohoy. Option 3, are eager and motivated to learn. Etu hoy shuddha option. Next, children's errors are a part of learning and give an insight into their thinking. Etu shuddha option hoy. Are insignificant in the teaching learning process. Nohoy. Reflect how careless children are. Etu nohoy. Should be immediately corrected by asking them to do repeated practice. Option A আৰু option 4 ৰ মাজত দুইটাই হোৱা যেন লাগে, তথাপিও option 1 টো অতি শুদ্ধ হ'ব লাগে। Use of methods where learners own initiative and efforts are involved in an example of option A, learner-centered method. Option A, your right option. Next, what principle does the following highlight? Students who do not perform well feel that they are not good enough and feel demotivated. They are then likely to give up easily without trying or persisting in doing task. Option 1, heredity and environment are not separable. Heredity and environment are not related. Cognition and emotions are not separable. Here shuddha option A2. Option 3, cognition and emotions are not separable. Next, a teacher can encourage children to become effective problem solvers by option 1, emphasizing on rote memorization of the information given in the textbook. It is not correct. Option 2, encouraging children to make intuitive guesses and to look at multiple solutions to the problem. Option 2 is the right option. Number 8, the major proposition of Jean Piaget's theory is that option 1, children's thinking is quantitatively different from adults. It is incorrect. Option 2, children's thinking is qualitatively different from adults. It is the right option. Next, gender is a social construct. So option 1 hoise shuddha option. Next, which of the following correctly identifies the broad domains of development? Option 1, physical, personality, spiritual and emotional. Nohoy. Social. Option 2, physical, personality, self. Etu nohoy. Option 3, physical, cognitive, social and emotional. Etu shuddha hoy. Physical, cognitive, social and emotional. Next, which of the following statements about intelligence is correct? Intelligence is hereditary trait that involves mental activities such as memory and reasoning. Incorrect. Option 2. Intelligence is multidimensional, involving several abilities not entirely measurable by intelligence test. Option 3. Intelligence is the ability to think convergently. It is incorrect. Option 4. Intelligence is a relatively permanent change in behavior as a result of experience. Yeah. Option 2 was the right option. Intelligence is multidimensional, involving several abilities not entirely measurable by intelligence test. Next, which of the following is the primary socializing agency? Option 3 over your right option, family. Question number 13. According to Lev Vygotsky, learning is option 1 a passive activity, a conditioned activity, a social activity, option 4 an individual activity. Learning is a social activity. Option 3 is the right option. Next, which of the following characterizes a child in the pre-operational stage? Option 1 deferred imitation, option 2 irreversibility of thought, option 2 fourth option. Next, which of the following statements regarding children and their learning is correct? Option 1 children's socio-economic background determines and limit their motivation and learning capability. No. Option 2 children have to be rewarded and punished to make them motivated from learning. It will not. Option 3 all children. Question number 16. In progressive education, children are seen as option A active explorers, option A is a Shuddha option. Question number 17. The period that initiates the transition to adulthood is, the right option is 3 adolescence. Next, question number 18. According to Jean Piaget, children option to have 3 actively construct knowledge as they manipulate and explore the world. Option. Question number 19. There are individual variations in the rate of motor development, yet the sequence of motor development is from dash to dash. Gross motor development and fine motor development. Option A. Number 20. Associating toys, articles of clothing, household items, occupations and colors with specific sex is a demonstration of gender stereotyping. Option 4 over here Shuddha option. Question number 21. In an elementary classroom, it is important to dash the experiences that a child brings with her. Ignore built on. Here correct option is built on. Next, 22. A child argues that he should not steal the drug medicine that can save his wife because he will be caught and sent to jail if he does so. According to Kuhalberg, which stage of moral understanding does the child fall under? It will have punishment and obedience. Option 1 is punishment and obedience orientation. Yeah, is a Shuddha option. Question number 23. Lev Vygotsky refers to the verbal dialogues that children have with themselves as private speech. Option 4 is the right option. 24. Dash is the philosophy that all children have a right to get equal education in regular school system. Option A special education, option 2 multicultural education, option 3 inclusion. Here Shuddha option hobo inclusion. Next, a teacher should option 1 ignore cultural differences and diversity amongst students. Incorrect. Option 2 communicate that she respects all values, all cultures. Option 2 হৈছে শুদ্ধ option. Communicate that she respects and values all cultures in the classroom. Next, which of the following constructs does Right to Education Act 2009 advocate? ইয়াতো হ'ব inclusive education. Option 27, children should ask questions in the class. ইয়াৰ শুদ্ধ option হ'ব option 3, be encouraged to ask. Question number 28, which of the following is not a key process through which meaningful learning occurs? Instruction and indirection. এটো হ'ব শুদ্ধ of the option instruction and direction. Next, which of the following represents the correct matching of children in column A with their primary characteristics in column B? এর শুদ্ধ option 2 হ'ব 4 D A B C. Next 30, children learn effectively when they actively participate in different activities and tasks. ইয়াৰ শুদ্ধ option 2 হৈছে 2. ভিডিওটো ভাল লাগিলে শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিব আৰু চেনেলটো সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰিব। থ্যাংক ইউ ফৰ ওয়াচিং।